I'm so embarrassed, but I gotta tell the truth. I got a crush on you. Do you crush on me? Speaking about you everywhere. In the heart of my room. I got a crush on you. Do you crush on me too? Every single thing I think of you towards you. I got a crush on you. Do you crush on me too? Thought I was in it, crush on you. Thought I was in it, but I changed my mind. But I changed my mind. But I changed my mind. I got a crush on you. Do you crush on me? Speaking about you everywhere. Your house, my house, the car. towards you. I got a crush. You crush on me too. Every single thing I make towards you. But now, I got 3. Which is why this tour is called the debut trilogy tour, because I released my first debut EP, my second debut EP, and my third debut EP. And that takes me into my first conclusion of the night, which is, if anybody makes you feel like you're running out of time now, I do the things the way I want, no bitch can rush me. Not even my bank, even though I do pay my credit card bill on time. So tonight in San Francisco, we're gonna take you guys through the 3 debut EPs. And I want to take you Okay. Oh, also fun fact about me is that I would love to have all the feedback in this venue to be killed.
Okay.
Just like all the bad vibes that we have in the air right now, because only good vibes in this venue. Shout out South Genesis and his homies for DJing tonight. I love San Francisco.
I love you.
San Francisco has beautiful, colorful houses. I love architecture. One fun fact about me is that I no longer drink oat milk because oat milk is really bad for you. So my theory is that if something tastes too good, it cannot be actually good. So anyway, anything I do is iconic. My lifestyle is iconic. You guys need to follow. So, without being further obnoxious, because I know I come off kind of obnoxious. Community. Okay, we're gonna take you guys back into the second debut EP. Go into the third part of the show. You guys know Let's Hope a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Hey, 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 I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, so this is my second ever legit headline show in San Francisco. Last time when I played in San Francisco for my headline live show was 2023, and I played at the same venue, but we had less people coming. But this time we have more people. And to me, that is a big win because do you guys know I'm like low-key DIY for life? Yeah. Marketing money to play with because everything else in my life is very expensive. Like I need to drink real milk. Like no fake milk. So I spend a lot of money on making my art, and when it comes to market my art, I'm like, I don't have money for that. Anyway, if you guys are here, that's probably because you are also chronically online. Your friends who dragged you to come to this show is chronically online. But you know what? Me, I love coming out from my bedroom and touch grass. I think everybody needs to touch a little bit of grass, okay? So with that being said, I think you guys also deserve a vacation. Before I take you guys into the fourth part of the show, I want to finish the third part with a very beautiful song. It sounds like this. Hey! about me. The first fact is that this is my set. Also, I'm a comedian. Some of you guys who came to my last show in San Francisco already know. become funnier. Some bitches, some of your ops, they have flopped. No. My English is getting better. I am currently having the #1 hit in K-pop. If you didn't. You guys know this is a very small music show, yeah? Like my music industry standard, like outside land is not going to book me just because I sold out Rickshaw. That's not big enough. I'm too underground for a big show like that. So you guys are here because you have taste. You guys are ahead of the time. You guys like whatever other boring hosts don't like. Exactly. It's crazy for me to get all this attention on TikTok and Twitter. It just feels like something that was on my private Instagram suddenly became public. You know what I mean? But anyway, boba tea. Gnarly. Fried chicken. Gnarly. Exactly. If you know, you know. With that being said, you know, I had the privilege of touring and supporting some real musical legends, such as Danny Brown. So I'm going to start the 4th part of the show with my collaboration with Danny Brown. Hiding out west, say, burn without a frozen outside the Christmas lights in the dark blue sky. I'll get by. Wait till I am strong. I will make my plans from someday. I'll get by. Wait till I am stronger. I will treat those things more than still. Drink less.
No!
Okay, here's the thing. It's not about gaining weight because you drink too much alcohol. It's not about feeling like shit after drinking too much alcohol. It's more for me. It's more about discipline. You know? I'm too crazy. You know, if I drink espresso, 2 shots, I'm like. And also because I talk too much, if I have more than 1 tequila shots, guys, you will know my credit card password by the end. So I know some of you guys desperately want to tell me your credit card password. In order to help you out, I'm going to show you this song, okay? It's for you. Ladies out there, if them white boys break your heart, don't worry, just watch, just wait. They don't usually age well. Like lady excluded, of course. Any drinking friends here? Shout out to my honesty, my friend, just people in the crowd. There's no Swedish in the crowd tonight. Like even subtly related to Sweden. Like if your grandma is from Sweden. No? Okay, fine. Anyway, so I started this tour, the debut trilogy tour in Europe last year in November. So I toured in Europe and the UK from November to December for the debut trilogy. And I made that song specifically for Stockholm because my last show on that tour was Stockholm. So I pulled up to Stockholm, the show was cancelled. And it was not my fault. It was because the headliner was sick, so very unfortunate. However, I didn't get the opportunity to perform that song in front of Swedish people, which is where Blady is from. It's very niche, but it's all about the community. Yeah. And if you're part of the community, even if you don't know now, you care to learn about it later, okay? Yeah. And also, guys, I want to talk about one thing. So this whole like gnarly song situation, right? So like, it's so funny that a lot of people realize that accent, specifically English accent, is a real thing. Yeah. I swear. Speaking English with an accent is a real thing, you know? But anyway, and then I saw this comment on TikTok being like, oh my god, you sound like Anna Delvey. And I was like, yeah, bitch, give me all your money. Because I'm preparing for my first legit album. Money always helps. Fucking love money. Anyway, nothing will ever work against me. Everything always works out for me. So if you're going through some hard time right now, just trust me, believe. Everything will always work out for you in the end.
That's so true.
Your own reality, okay?
Yeah!
This is life is a video game. I wrote about it in my song called DTM. Life is a video game. You paint your own reality. If you truly believe nothing will ever go against you, it won't. Also, before I sing my last two songs, I want to remind you guys that you have to know that your intention is the most important thing. Your intention has to be really good, regardless of what you do. Especially if you make art, you know? Artists need to have the best intention in the world. So anyway, I want to finish my TED Talk. Guys, I'm sorry, I can't finish. Okay, anyway, alright. Real talk, you guys know my career wouldn't exist without some of my white boy princess. So we're gonna sing this very classic song of mine, okay? This is my love song for you. And if you hear this on SoundCloud, I have an entire album of songs written about you. This is one of them. go because I want to come out and take photos with you guys. So this will be my last song for the night, but I want to save this one, the best one, for some of my lesbians. Because I know all the lesbian people in San Francisco at my show tonight. And if they're not here tonight, that's because they're afraid of running into you. So, anyway, I have a pro tip for you guys, which is, okay, so there are different signs in relationships that you really need to believe. Because if it's in front of you, you have to believe. For example, if they watch every single of your Insta stories, but they don't text you back, bro, give it up. Move on. And also, closure is fake. Closure is a fake concept. There's no such thing called closure. Fuck a closure, just move on, bro. Because you have a crown on top of your head and don't let it drop. Be your own princess is what I'm talking about. Okay. Anyway, do you guys know this thing called LGBT? It's cool. I love. But do you guys know ALGBT? Only people in my community knows. What is ALGBT? Okay, we're gonna start with the anthem, okay? We're gonna end with the anthem. LGBT, more like LGBT. A lot of your lesbians are fucking crazy. What? You kiss me a couple times and then you ghost me. What the fuck? You start a relationship, but then you see me. 'Cause 100 other girls all want your babies. No babies, I don't like babies. How long have you lesbians? How long have you lesbians?
Cause I get too tired of this life.